Hello, my name is Joseph Rubino, and this is my video submission for the Nucamp Full Stack Honors Project. I'll start off by thanking Chrissy Robinson real quick for giving me a little extra time to complete this and turn it in. I'll get right into it now. The whole goal of this React Native application is to be able to replace the old way of ordering food for events. So typically for events, especially weddings, people would be mailed cards, which they'd have to then make their selection for food and then mail those back. And just wanted to kind of automate that process. So the idea is that an event planner or a member of a wedding party would have like a list of names, and those people would be given usernames and passwords. I've already created this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and log in with that. So this is the first page you'll be taken to. This is all dynamically entered information. This was all entered through the same object, and so it's completely dynamic. It's not in a database as of now, but it'd be super easy to do that, and that's my next step with this project. I see a little information on the wedding, or whatever event that you'll be attending. Go ahead and hit menu, and then you'll see your options here. Each one of these options has one or two other options here, so let's go ahead and place that order, and then I can go ahead and go here to see what I ordered. And if I want to go ahead and pick something else, I can remove that. And so kind of go into the technology I used here. I used Expo, obviously, React Native. I used Redux for all of the state management except for the state for these forms right here. That's the only place I use local state. And let's see, I also used Axios as the API to communicate with the server. Fetch was kind of giving me some difficulties, so I guess that's one of the challenges as well. And then I switched APIs and had more success with Axios. And then for my server, I used Express, Mongoose, Mongo, and for the authentication, which is just strings that are passed through the body of the request, I used bcrypt in order to encrypt the password. And yeah, I use more, but those are the main technologies that I use for this project. Some of the challenges, I already mentioned one of them. Another one was getting images to load dynamically. And the way I was able to solve that was I put the path within the path that's within the object. I put that into require parentheses and single quotes, and that seemed to solve the problem. Another problem I had was getting the last menu item to act how I wanted it to. I'll show you right here. So this is the only one that only has one option here, and it was giving me all kinds of problems. So the way I was able to solve that was to use logical and as a sort of conditional for the additional option content. And it took me a little bit, but was luckily able to find that solution. And I guess the only other huge problem that I had was just trying to squeeze completing the backend into just a couple days. And that came with the front end and of the login page and the API, Axios API and all that. So that's about it. My 5 minutes are just about up here, and I thank you guys for listening and giving me this opportunity.